Hello. Hello, everyone. Oh, you know what I forgot to do? One second while I get the rest of the stuff in this box. These are steel letters? Oh, they are. Okay, never mind. Nothing of crazy importance other than some slabs, but... Hi, everybody. Is that my number 3 keyboard fan? Excuse me? I thought I was number 1. Excuse me? Huh? The Zenpon keycaps are so nice. Did you, wait, you just got them in today, Dream? I love those keycaps. The perfect thing to wake up at 11 p.m. for? Let's go, dude. I didn't even say the keyboard fan. Wait, then what am I number... Maybe you're not even number 3. Fried, clarify this with me. I'm getting a little upset. Is this the Lube Guys stream? Lube Guys? What the? Howdy, homies. What's up, Arday? How is everyone doing today? Hello. I can finally share a picture of my board in the Discord. I'll have to take a look after. Whew, today has been busy so much. Actually, today I've been doing a lot of photos. I'm struggling though with photos to take. There's just I had to do a multi. How can I word this? Just multi-capture to blend a whole bunch of stuff together for some photos. Little something I'm not used to. I haven't done that in a long time because I've been trying to just do one photo and not do multi-exposure and blend, but turns out I am not very good at doing that. So I've been trying to do one with the I've been trying to actually take pictures of the Razer board, which is why I haven't been able to do it so well. Can't decide on buying the TKD75 or the Neo. Oh, you're buying both, Zan? Well, congrats, man. That's a big purchase, and I hope you like both. So nice.
Oh wow, almost a year.
Kids Grace.
Happy Friday, Alex. Wow, less than 3.
My tutorial for the video just played. I'm so sorry. Oh, by the way. Okay, hold on. Let me pause this one. I'm going to be playing a video that's in Korean today because I actually have... I think it's Korean. Is it a Korean brand? I'm not too sure. I have... well, I'm playing Sungyup's video, so yes. I think that's the one I'm going to be playing, not this one here. So I have... I'm going to be honest with today's build. I have very little understanding of how this actually works. I have studied this thing for like the last week. And this is, by the way, this is a totally new mounting style. So this is something made by Kyocera. And very interested to try it. It's super interesting. Apparently it's really good. I was watching another YouTuber, Sungyup. I believe they used to be on Twitch. I was watching them build it. He mentioned, I think, that he liked there's 2 different variables in how you can do it. And he said he liked the non-arch better than he liked, like, I guess what they're considering. I'm watching also the instruction video as well as his. And I think there's just like a suspension mode and arch mode. And apparently he liked the suspension more. So, should be interesting. We'll kind of go into this because it's a very unique board with a pretty decent price point. We'll try both. I mean, if one hits right off the bat, then we can just do one, but we'll try both. Yeah, it's a confusing looking board. Also, my hair is growing so quick. I feel like now it just feels like... This is like the weird, awkward in-between for my hair, so... This week has been a long and shitty week. A shitty one for you? Oh yeah, I know. Honestly, Scott, it has been. Hope you have great streams today. Yeah, I'm really hoping today's just gonna go smoothly. Really hoping. Buzz it? I need to chop it all off again. I just want to cut the sides off again. Yeah, I'm gonna do that to the sides. I'm just gonna do like a skin fade to the sides. I think this time of year I went with not a skin fade and I went with something a little bit longer. And it was nice the first week, and then I just lost interest in it again. Frank, how are you, dude? More thoughts on the origami? Okay, that's a very good question. I have been using both the origami as well as the constants very, very, very like exclusively this week. I think I'm more into the origami sound profile, just a smidge. It's very small. However, I will say I think there is something very nice about having which is slightly lower front height as well as the 9-degree typing angle of the constants. So I don't think there's a right answer. I do personally enjoy the origami a bit more, but I don't think you're going to be making a bad choice with either one. I think it really comes down to I prefer the sound profile of the origami, but the comfort and typing of the other board. I mean, there's nothing wrong with this, though. This is a standard O-ring kind of feel. It's a little bit softer than the standard O-ring. No, I never got to try the spider. Don't worry, Alex. I've been banned from all Canada jokes today. I'm the leader of Canadian Jokes Inc. I'm happy that you're not doing Canada jokes today. Also, I want to say something, because I did see this in chat as well. I don't know if everyone's kind of been hit by the new Twitch increase for subs. I have no idea what's going on with that. I think it varies per region. I only know for Canada that it went up to $8 or something, like Canadian. If you guys choose to keep subbing, I wholeheartedly appreciate it. It's what keeps this channel going. If not, no hard feelings. I know things have been getting more expensive, so don't even stress about it, guys. I saw some people say they feel bad about, having to cancel it. Don't feel bad. Don't feel bad at all. But if you guys do, 100% appreciate it. But love you guys. I have been overwhelmed lately. This whole week has just been like one bad thing after another. But today has been pretty calm. Today's been good for the most part. I've been trying to also prepare for the December giveaways and stuff. So I don't think the subs increased again. I think they just finally increased. But I know they increased, a year or two ago? But for this year, I think it finally actually went through. Yeah, Bell Doink. Right. We dropped off a board and then I ran to him again. That's crazy. So nice.
And
How are you doing,
that's gifted a tier 1 sub to Comandane Pajoel.
Thank you, Anna. I appreciate it. And Maba, thank you so much for 6 months in advance, man. Thank you, guys. Seriously. So nice. Drink some tea. I think I've just been high-strung lately because there's just been a lot of changes happening. No alert on the redeem? Which one? Which redeem? Oh, the Discord role? No, you have to claim that in Discord. You have to DM someone. Yeah, I've just been like, there's been a lot of changes recently. And I think there's just been a lot of stuff like that if I'm being honest with you guys, it's both personal and professional. Like, I want to spend more time doing cool things and things that I feel like benefit everybody. But I think I've been overwhelmed by a lot of like the, not back end per se, but like, for example, getting prepared to do a stream like today also required me to lube all the switches, which took all day. And then, yesterday was a whole bunch of other things for other boards, and I have like off-stream client stuff that I do, and I love doing, this is the stuff I love doing, but I think there's also a lot of like back end, like back and forth with other things, and just like what Zinzan Wang just said, like there's so many behind the scenes things that to get a single keyboard stream sometimes up and running, like that's it. That's it's an entire workday. And then all the other extra stuff that I've been wanting to do, like I want to do more.
Less than 3.
Thank you, Patty. Appreciate it. If you guys haven't, follow Patty. Amazing streamer. To get some of the other things I've been wanting to do, like I want to do more like, I wanted to do like a holiday gift giving guide for small accessories for keyboards and for desks and stuff. Just, I like writing. I've been really enjoying it. It's so much fun. I also want to, which I'm actually doing now, like I everything's in motion. I want to do those switch drops where I'm just hand lubing switches with random springs and whatever I feel like doing like extra sets of, and get them out to you guys. But I feel like all the fun stuff and all the stuff that I've been wanting to do has been superseded by all the back-end stuff, as Patty put, you know? There's just... I think that's what's been kind of overwhelming me is like, dude, there's so many things in the back end. And I think now that I'm starting to realize the growth of content kind of does require a team in which I don't have the measure. Like, keyboard stuff is for content creation side of things, unless you're pushing affiliate codes and pushing sponsorships, I don't think I'm ever going to get a team. You know what I mean? I have Manoli doing editing of videos. He's paid well. But yeah, it's just like, that's it. This is like as much as I can afford to do. So I think there's a whole thing I'm now discovering, exactly, a whole production team in which it's just like, it's tough. And it's been a little disheartening, but I've kind of made this whole point of the one thing I never want to touch ever is I don't want to let any of this stuff ever impact streaming and like the community behind that. So to be real with myself, and I think I'm kind of discovering this now, I think this is, other than this and maybe a few small things per month, I have to kind of now realize like this might be the max capacity I'm at. Like this might be like, I have to now realize that if I push myself more, I'm going to burn myself out on everything. So if it's cool with you guys, like this is pretty much like the max capacity. This is, if you like the streaming, like keyboards, and hopefully the quality just keeps going up and up. But I don't want to push myself to where I'm burnt out, and then, I don't want to like leave the scene from just burnout. You know what I mean? So, yeah. Anyways, that's kind of where I'm at mentally. Oh yeah, like the streaming's actually not burning me out per se. The streaming's actually fine. Like I said, it's mostly like other things like vendor communication and some other stuff, and it's just like, oh boy, some stuff takes forever. So nice.
Yo, did you take those sexy photos on your story, or are you making a new kid, my guy?
Yeah, I'll talk to you guys about that in a bit. That's cool, Alex. Your stream heaps as it is, and it's great. Thank you. Your health and welfare is top priority. Thank you, Timmer. But I mean, yeah, and I agree with Patty. Like, streaming is the fun part. Like, this is what I love doing. And then also the community aspect too, like getting to talk to everyone. But so, I'm sure Patty and Frank and everyone else here who has streamed can, like, if you do 3 or 4 streams a week, that means also 4 days of setting up keyboards, as well as extra days, perhaps editing a video and taking photos and communication. Like, that's it. That's the whole week. And that's to do sometimes a 2 or 3 hour piece of content. And then sometimes you get told by other people, like, that's not enough, or like, you get told by, sometimes you read too much into like negative things, and you're just like, well, fuck, am I not doing enough? So I think that's kind of what I've been battling this week, to kind of let you guys inside my head. But anyways, that's it. I hope no one else has been having a bad week. Another streamer I watch had to go through the same crisis just to keep the content flow going. Yeah. And like I said, nothing's going to be impacted as of what you see right now. Like, it's not. But I already have an editor. Manoli makes whatever the YouTube videos make. It's all Manoli's. Manoli gets everything for that. I've been very transparent as the YouTube makes no money. It's like $80 a month or something. Like my take home from like the YouTube shorts I've made. You should do a 100% build with a bunch of random switches and keycaps. I don't think I have 100 unique switches lubed. I'm pretty positive I don't. There'd have to be some duplicates. Are there things you could cut out from your roster? No, I don't think there needs to be anything cut out. I just need to realize, like, this is it. Like, this is like the cap plus a few
20
extra
months
things
is actually crazy.
It is actually crazy, Fabs. Appreciate that. Love the hoodie. Yeah, it's Wolverine. Make a deal with the Switch vendor. Advert plug for lube switches for every stream. No, the one thing I'm going to be doing that I think is going to help a lot in terms of like helping everything around here, which I've already talked to you guys about. So the big thing, in which I'm really excited because I'm lubing switches anyways, is on days I'm lubing like 70, I'm just going to lube another 90. Because once I'm in the zone of doing it, it's fairly easy. But what I'm going to be doing is after I get a whole bunch of those things set up, because I've already made
Only
the
good
orders for all
vibes here.
these
Hope
things.
you had a good
Thank you,
Halloween.
JN. And thank you, Utterly. And thank you, Dees. I'm going to be able to sell some just pre-lubed switches, like stuff that I've done and, hand-lubed, or I can say pre-modded switches. But just small little drops of those per month, like not a whole bunch. But those should help out a bunch. Thank you, guys. You'll always be enough. Fuck all the noise. Your community loves you. Oh my god. Before you start the build, let's pause and take a couple deep breaths. Love you, buddy. Will you autograph each one? Okay, you guys want to... Hold on, let me pull this up for you guys. Also, thank you again, Dees. Thank you, everybody. Let's go say... Where is it here? Where is my conversation? Okay, I'm just going to show you guys this. Let me just download it really quick. Dude, why does Discord take forever to save photos these days? Okay, so if you guys really want to see, Bull and I, over the last month and a bit, have been working on a cool little project. It's called the Manta. I'll give you guys the rest of the screenshot here. I'm only showing you guys this one render for now. It's going to be a 65. And this is our kind of finalized project before prototypes. Then we have to prototype it, and then we might actually make changes. We don't know yet. That's why we're going to prototype it first. The goal is we're going to do this the way I think keyboards should be done, which is prototype, and if we need to make changes, we make changes, and we test again. This won't be like prototype and then, or not even prototype. This won't be like, this is the board and call it a day type thing. The warp, you know what, Dot? But the idea behind this is the keyboard's going to be a keyboard basically on this cool copper piece that has a lot of character. The side profile on this is sweet. The whole idea was to make something what felt like it was supposed to be timeless, but also make it so it's unique in a lot of ways. So that is basically the premise of like what we tried to do. Bull is an amazing designer, and Bull, I'm gonna give Bull most of the credit here. Like, I had some cool ideas. Bull brought everything to life. You guys have, this is gonna be Bull first before everything. I only helped and assisted. But yeah, this is mainly Bull's project with some assistance from me. That's it. Okay? I want to give Bull the credit. He deserves a lot of credit. He is an amazing designer. So it's going to be interesting, and I think you guys are going to really like it. Obviously, I don't know how it sounds yet. Neither one of us do, because we haven't actually tested it yet. But once prototypes will come in, we'll let you guys kind of in on the whole production, or I guess not production either, the whole prototyping and like journey of it. No, me and Bull just talked about it, and then we got connected, and we went from there. What mounting styles on the Manta? It's what Bull typically does in most of his boards. So Bull handled that. I'm not going to tell you guys much else, because like there could be things that change, and I don't want to like, tease you guys on something that doesn't exist yet. But the reason why we even shared this is because literally we're about to start the prototyping phase. Should be really fun. I hope you guys really like the project. I have no idea when it's going to release. I have no idea when we're going to be happy enough with it. But yeah, that's it. Can you show the print on your sweater? Yeah, of course. It's X-Men. It's Wolverine. How many protos are there going to be? I can't answer that yet, because I don't know yet. If the pricing's like insane, then maybe not. But from what I can tell right now, it's most likely going to be a smidge more expensive, which, I mean, like, I'm going to be real with you guys. Like, I don't want to start cutting corners for this particular project just for the sake of cutting corners. I want it to be cool, and if we sell like 10 units, then so be it. but it's going to be a cool board. Say expected date Q4 2030. Sounds about right. Maybe 2035. Just should have said nothing. Let the proto sit on my desk for a while. Nah, I think it'd be cool to include everyone here. We'll run interest checks and we'll run everything else too. I don't even know actually if we'll do an interest check like on Keycap, but we'll have you guys to kind of fall back on. Sell to units your name is on it. Should sell it immediately. No, it's not. That's not always true. But yeah, should be fun. I think Bull already kind of spoiled the front height, but it's a very, very low front height, which is amazing. Yeah, I think you guys will like it. Hi, Alex. It's been a while. What's up, RoboHobo? How you doing? We haven't quite got to that. I think the idea is we'd love to do in stock, but there's also this other aspect of the board right now where vendoring it with the options that we have in mind and doing in stock might actually be impossible. So we might actually have to do a group buy only just so we understand what people want. For example, if we order 30 of each part and then suddenly everyone wants a certain part and then we don't have them anymore, it just, I don't know. I'd rather, hear me out. I'd rather just run it through the process of, hey, what do you guys want? Then we'll make it and then we send it off. Yeah, even outside of the upfront investment, it just, we have some interesting, cool, like, for example, I'll tell you guys, I'm hoping that we can get a raw copper bottom, which is something me and Bull spoke about. And if everyone's suddenly interested in raw copper, like not clear coat it, then it just wouldn't make sense. Because if nobody wants the other stuff, and they're all going to wait, right? But yeah, we were thinking raw copper because then it could be cool with the patina and all that jazz. GB Exascam for the 10 board order? Absolutely. All Jeff's 10 Exascam. I mean, it's just copper, just with no clear coat. So it'll look like copper, and then if you put your fingerprints on it and stuff, it'll actually start oxidizing, and you'll get cool natural patina on it. I actually might have an example, I'll show you guys later, of something that's raw brass that did the same thing. Aether colorway? No, but there is probably going to be like an orange of some sort somewhere. I just don't know where yet. Yeah, we're also, just so you guys understand, we're hoping to maybe do some patinas as well, like some pre-done patinas. But I personally think there's something special about having a raw copper bottom. See, this is something that actually disappeared from the hobby. Although, well, not disappeared per se, but everyone started doing clear coats, obviously to protect the weights from all that jazz. But back when keyboards didn't really, I mean, people just did raw brass, for example. And I have a bunch of old boards where it's just like all patinaed from my fingerprints. And they look so cool. And it didn't start off like that. And it kind of aged gracefully. And I kind of like that. So I think that was kind of my idea with that. I don't know. It gives it a lot of character. So, I don't know. And then on top of that, you can kind of do what you want with it. Like some people also want to just patina their stuff. And maybe that just gives someone the opportunity to do that without having to strip off the clear coat. So I don't know. Okay, I want to talk about this board here really quick, and I hope everyone's been having a good day today, man. It's Friday. Everyone better have a good Saturday. Okay? Seriously. This board's fucking interesting. This is from Kyocera. I think Divinity is going to be one of the vendors. If you want, you can also just buy it from Kyocera. So Divinity's great. We love Divinity here. Oh, why isn't my... Okay, you know what? Keyboard or computer? Oh my gosh. Hello? One sec, guys. So nice.
Well, 458 gifted a tier 1 sub to Peruonix.
Thank you. Okay, so this board's interesting. This board's very, very interesting. It is... First of all, thank you, Jay, and I really appreciate that. It is going to cost, I wrote down the conversions here because I've got a lot of comments on one of my videos saying that they prefer if I both said CAD and USD. So I'm going to try to do that from now on. So the one thing I'll give criticism right away is I don't think this is Divinity's fault. I think this is more how Kyocera set this up. But you kind of have to go through each individual part and unfortunately make decisions from there. So you kind of have to go on 3 different web pages for this board. So the board in total Canadian dollars is going to be $429 in total if you decide to go with the plate, and then in US dollars is $250. So it's about $250 for this board. It's a 75%. This is their V2. They've made this board in the past, but this is completely revamped, and they have this really interesting suspension system. They're calling it literally a suspension structure that you can kind of do 2 ways. It's a very interesting... I can't even describe this because I have not yet actually done this board. And I've never seen this particular way to mount a keyboard. But it's interesting. I think when they approached me about this project a little while ago, they really told me that this is something that they've been working on for a little while now, and they really wanted to show this off. If this was just another gasket-mounted keyboard at $250, I think it would have been really boring. I'm glad they went with something new. I hope it sounds good. I hope it looks and feels good. Very cool board. Some cool color combos. If you go with like the electrophoresis colors, they obviously cost more. I don't even know what we have today. And then you can buy like different weight bars and stuff like that. Like mirrored PVD and anode. And they have different styles of anodes with different finishes. So we'll see what we got in the box today. But it starts at $250, which, to be honest, that's not that bad. $250 for something I would say has a lot of uniqueness to it. Not that bad. There is going to be one change they let me know ahead of time. They sent me a PCB. It's a prototype PCB. They've since added more stuff to the PCB. So there will be 7U support. I don't think the prototype has 7U support, but the final units, they assured me and they said, can you please mention it tonight because we already did it and we just didn't ship you one. But yeah, they said they have 7U support now. Yeah, there's not a lot of plate options, which was a bit of a bummer. I saw they only have 2. What are your thoughts on stab pads? I never use them. Pointless to use them. They absorb lube, and then they become really mushy and kind of gross. So let's take a look at what's inside the box here. I guess we'll do this box here first. Oh, did stuff fall out? No. Okay, I don't know what this is. We have some foam. We have, I don't know what this is. I don't know what any of these are. We'll open those up in a second. They come with a screwdriver, which is nice to see. Yeah, this is another thing. So I don't know if I'm going to use this today. This is something else that they briefly spoke about as well, which is their hexagon internal foam, if you want to call it that. It's not really foam. It just kind of feels like a piece of cardboard or some sort of material here. I have no idea. It's like a fiber material of some sort. You can kind of see one of the hexes fell off. It's interesting. We can play around with it maybe, but I don't know if this interests me as much as it should. There's a lot of interesting things about this board. We have a proprietary daughter board, which is, I mean, it is what it is there. I believe there's also, is there one PCB here? Yeah, and we have our PCB. Again, this only has, I think, 6.25U on this. You know, I want to give you guys more feedback on that new Wuche board, but I can't right now, just because I don't think I have a unit that works properly. So I'm just gonna wait. Okay, let's take a look at the board now. People trying to recreate the PE foam craze. Yeah, honestly, I never think that'll happen again. I would hedge my bets on I don't think there's ever gonna be another PE foam craze, ever. I think people are smarter now in the hobby. So this looks like a full silver unit. Oh, actually this is pretty looking. God damn, hold on, let's take this out. It's actually, you know what? Again, price point's $250 for this guy. You can even see some of those suspensions are already pre-installed there. I don't know if you guys can see those. Very interesting mounting style. So like a little scratch on my unit. No, just a part of the foam there or whatever. That was a terrible appeal. I'm so sorry. You know, This has a really cool look to it. Kawasera has done some pretty interesting things like the Heracles and the Cupid. Interesting side profile too. Definitely a bit more stylized. You know, I kind of like this. From the photos, I liked it a lot, but I always tend to say, like, those are renders, they're made to look good. This is interesting. It has a bit of a taper going down and a bit of an arch. A bit more stylized, and then it kind of has this, like, PVD'd kind of foot. I guess it depends on what you get here, but cool. I'm sold on the style, says Manic. Also, what's up, Manic? How you doing, man? Looks like the weight got several scratches in a swirly motion. Yeah, they got, like, a design going on. This needs to be wiped down though, because unfortunately with that sticky paper thing, it never does well here. You know what I really like? This is kind of inset a bit, where they kind of have this gradual taper downwards over here. So this kind of acts as its own piece. This gives the bottom a lot of character. Yeah, it's a very busy 7V. If you're going to compare it to the 7V, this is a very, I would agree with that terminology the Frank just said, very busy. The 7V, I felt like also it kind of waterfalled a little bit to the side. This kind of stops over here to make that side design. This piece does though. That piece kind of goes all the way across. Also, I like that they're not afraid to use some screws. I'm a little concerned that there's only 4 screws on this, but I think we should be fine. We'll double check afterwards. How does the back look? Yeah, pretty standard with the little weight option there. I don't know what to call this exactly. Little foot option for a weight.
I promised you ID copper hoodie and LT3.
Hi, Boney. Thank you so much, dude. I hope you like it, dude. Here's this, and I do want to just triple check the front height because I didn't see the listing for that. So you know what? Let me quickly go get my measuring tape wherever I put it. Where did I stick it? One sec, guys. Let me get the measuring tape. I do want to check what the front head is. I just don't want to... Between the busy bottom and side reminds me of the Primus. Oh, dude, you know what? The Primus is a really good example of what this kind of reminds me of. It does... Oh, here it is. It does kind of remind me of the Primus a little bit. So, for front height, it looks like... it's a little higher. It's about 20 mil. But you know what? Again, 20 millimeters. I always say... I like my keyboards to be 20 mil or lower. If this is going to hit that tail end of 20 mil, I'm happy with that. Little pen pop. I got you. Wait, you know what? Let me give you another one. I always give everyone 2, so here you go. Oh, thank you again, Boney. I really appreciate it. And thank you everyone who's just here today. Seriously appreciate it all, guys. So satisfying. I know it really is. All right, cool. So this is off to a good start with design. I do want to open this up right away to kind of show you guys that internal. I don't know, I really like this. This looks good. It doesn't have any parts that seem boring. And actually, I'm going to say this. I typically, not more recent, but in the past, and I think it still kind of persists with some keyboards, for that $200 to $250 mark, sometimes you're giving up not so much design, but you're giving up parts that kind of feel a bit more intricate, just because obviously it has to make sense from a machining standpoint. I don't think you're giving it up here. I think you're getting a lot of fun parts that looks good from every angle. Even the top, like thinner bezels on the side, like this looks clean and classy. And then you get most of the design on the back and on the side over here. So I think you're not giving up literally anything for this, design-wise, at the $250 price point. All right, let's open this guy up. Again, I'm a little concerned with 4 screws. The reason being why I'm a little bit concerned with 4 screws is sometimes you can notice some bowing depending on how parts fit. However, because of the mounting style here that's kind of on a fixed mount, which you guys will see, perhaps that won't be a problem. Does this come off? It does. So this piece... Ah, okay. We open it up to more screws. Never mind, I feel better about this now. I feel much, much better about this. So this piece is a separate piece. So there's 2 more screws in here that we need to take out. I do have the Neo75 and PT. By the way, this is a sponsored stream because they're letting me keep the board. Is that going to affect anything? Absolutely not. Cool. This is exciting, this board. Actually, I'd be curious to see what's underneath here as well. Because I think it's LEDs. I'm pretty positive there's like a big LED strip underneath here as well that kind of shoots some LED. Although I didn't see that in some of the renders. Can you guys see there's like a piece of acrylic there? Interesting. I think this is just a big array of LEDs over here. Now, the mounting style. So this is what I'm most interested about the keyboard. First of all, you can see that there's no mounts, from what I can see, underneath the spacebar. Thank goodness. Here is, again, the prototype of the hot swap PCB. This is going to be redone to include a 7U spacebar afterwards. But here is what it looks like. So it kind of has these tabs that are suspended from these points over here. So it's like a fancy, I don't even know if you would want to call this a top mount. They're calling it suspension mount. I don't know if this is considered a top. It might be considered a top mount, sort of. You're still adhering it to the top frame, just with suspension on it. It is very new. That's what got me really excited about this board, because it's not often we see like truly unique mounting systems that are new. This is something that really piqued my curiosity. I guess, yeah, it's kind of like a more rigid leaf spring, but except in a top mount variation. So nice.
Alexotos love.
Thank you, Megino. I appreciate the tier 1. Yeah, and I appreciate all the effort put into this, by the way. I hope the team at Kyocera understands that, like, dude, no matter what this ends up sounding like, it's always cool to see people experiment with new things. I hope this is not a flop in any sort of the stretch of the imagination, but I do want to see what this looks like. A pincer mount. So here is one of these things. And then there's 2 ways that you can mount it. So this is how it would sit from the, like, this is how it would look from the top, right? You could actually flip these suspensions over. And then, just to go back to my little cheat sheet here. Oh, of course, my Google Chrome's being so weird right now. What is going on with my Google Chrome right now? All right. One is basically the arch bridge mode, and the other one's suspension bridge. So, very, very interesting. Let me see if I can just quickly pull up which one's which again. I believe the top is suspension and the bottom is arch. So if it was suspended from here, this is considered suspension, and if it's flipped over, these little copper things are flipped over, that's considered arch mode. So for now, we're going to leave it in its stock configuration because I think that's what I want to try. But let's just take these out for the time being, and then we can install them afterwards. Interesting, very interesting. And I think from another standpoint too, this doesn't seem like something that's been over-engineered just for the sake of creating something new. Genuinely so interested. And you know what's actually another thing, I gotta like talk about this. The $250 price point. Not only are you getting a bottom, a weight for this, these separate side pieces over here, a top frame, 2 of these that are CNC'd, and another weight. It's a lot of pieces for $250. Not bad. All right, let's put this down and let's start our stabilizers. We sent over some stabs too. I'm gonna see if I like these before I actually like commit to using these. Guess these are stab pads. I don't know what these were supposed to be. Let me actually see on their website. I didn't know I was getting stabs with this box. Let's go to Calcera. Speaking of stabs, do you use long pull stabs when using HMX? Nah, not really. Honestly, I don't think I've even one time tried to use long pull stabs these days. Okay, I actually don't have any info on these stabilizers. Calcera, let's just type in stabs on Google. Stabilizers. And they have an IC on these. So, steel wire and plastic stabilizers work on the same principle. We added a soft tongue on the inside, pre-compression characteristic small tongue. Oh, this is kind of like those other stabs you were telling me. Those new ones. It's sort of like them. I don't think the stabs come with this, by the way. I'm pretty positive they just sent this for me to take a look at. Because the board itself, again, it's kind of split into different things if you look on the website. Yeah, it does not come with stabs. Yeah, these kind of look like those designer studio ones. All right, let's take a look at the PCB for compatibility. So you can technically make this a plateless build, which high key I really wanted to do today. You know, I'm going to give some criticism to this. I think having north and south facing switches, as you guys can see on the top row, is a little weird. I don't know if I agree with that particular decision. It doesn't look like a terrible PCB. Obviously, we're going to get in the 7U support afterwards. You don't get split. You get ISO, which is nice to see. Split left, step cap. So you're kind of missing everything but 7U, which they said they're going to add. But this would be super cool. You're right, it could be because of the leaf springs. Maybe they do cause some sort of interference with this. This would be super cool in a solderable version, which they do sell. But man, I would have loved to try this in... Actually, maybe the Obscuras will allow us to do plateless today. If they do, I want to try plateless. It's a very straight wire. All right, let's take out some of these parts here. Oh God, how am I going to get these out now? So 1, 2. I do not like the way they packed these. It's like a little bit of a pain. But you know what? As long as everything's safe, I guess that's all that matters. Yeah, they're actually JWick. So I'm not too sure if JWick's good with plateless. I've never actually tested it. Very rare that I test plateless hot swap. Who did that? Snooby, first of all, thank you very much for their first tier 1 here. And then also, Kill Switch. Do you know why the sun rises every morning? Just to see your beautiful smile. Kill Switch, please. Don't make me blush right now, please. Thank you, thank you.
Do you know why the sun rises every morning? Just to see your beautiful smile.
Oh my gosh. Thank you so much, man. God, not getting these out is a pain in the butt. I bet you say that to all the pretty boys. Oh! I don't know why this reminded me of this. Oh, because I want to tell you guys about something. I finally watched all well, not that I finally, I think the finale came out a few days ago. Dude. Agatha All Along. Insane. I think that has to be one of the better Disney shows in a long time from Marvel. I thought the whole series was great. I thought every episode was fantastic. I'm not gonna lie, they kind of had me in the first episode. I thought this was gonna be something completely different because I didn't really watch trailers. Oh my god, it was so good. Yeah, I'm not gonna do any spoilers. The first episode's kind of silly though. I think you guys should watch it. Dude, I'm telling you, like, I went into this with, let me be a buck. I went in with the fucking lowest expectations. And I also think I came in with like a judgmental attitude just being like, yeah, I'm going to hate this because everything they've been putting out has been shit. No. Amazing. Fantastic. Absolutely, like, what a great show. I loved every second of it. I was hooked watching it, dude. Longtime member of the hobby, but your videos brought me to the stream. Aw, thank you, Snooby. Thank you. Agatha all along. And you know what, too? I think... Okay, I'm not spoiling it, but I think this kind of went away from what Marvel's been trying to do with their shows. Like, it just went on to, like, a totally different character journey and some actual fucking character building, which, God, they suck at. This is finally something they did right. I agree, had low expectations, end up really liking it. Yeah, I think they killed it with this. I loved all the characters. There wasn't a single character I disliked. Even... Okay, I'm not gonna... You just watch the damn show. Elquan, 5 tier 1s? Oh my god, thank you, man. I appreciate the love. Thank you, Elquan. I'm looking forward to the new game Marvel Rivals. What's that gonna be about? I might need a refresher. You know what? I think Agatha all along really put some faith back into the Marvel brand for me. Seriously. They ordered it. So, Trapped, they did order the new Corkies. I don't know when they'll come in, though, but they are ordered. When I binged from Season 3, we got to chat about that one. Oh, From. Dude, From is so good. Please watch it, Fried, so we can talk about it. What was I going to say? Elquan, thank you again, man. Seriously. Love you, buddy. I hope things have been going well for you, Elquan. Is Overwatch but Marvel? I'm gonna leave that to you guys to enjoy. I think I'm over the whole shooter with ability powers. I think I'm thinking about it. I don't think those games are for me. Unfortunately. What was my Halloween costume? I did not dress up. I was planning on doing something funny, but time escaped me. Chess stream? Oh yeah, how was your guys' Halloween, by the way? I totally forgot it was Halloween. Did you guys do anything? Was there, like, did you guys hand out candy? I got dono walled? EJ? What happened? Did I miss a dono? Oh, I did miss a message from EJ though. When's the chess stream? Wait, we're doing a chess stream? Since when? Honestly, I kind of suck at chess now. It was rather fun. Weren't you Morgan J yesterday? True, to be honest. I was. I didn't have to dress up. I worked and then got stressed out. Wait, what happened? I lubed switches, says Beldwink. I had food poisoning though. That sucks, dude. How come? What happened? I was busy playing Monster Hunter Wilds beta and didn't answer the doorbells for the trick-or-treaters. This guy really said, please. Let me just play my games right now. Honestly, I don't blame you, dude. Was dressed up as a cutie pie. Oh my god. Thank you, dude. Raising Cane's got my ass? What the hell? It was like a bad batch of food? What'd you eat there? Typical work shit that leads to stress. People don't know Halloween should be a national holiday. Yeah, I mean, realistically, like, if you plan to do anything on Halloween and you have the day to work, like, you have to rush home. Especially because, like, the sun sets earlier now. So it is kind of a shitty, even if, like, if you work the standard 9 to 5, like, that's just shitty to come home to. Oops. So far, these stabs they seem like they're going to be really smooth. Kids were starting to come at 5:30. It really does not make any sense. 5:30. Wasn't that like daylight? I'm pretty positive 5:30 yesterday was like pretty bright outside. Damn, that's bold. That's very bold. Living some obscuras right now? Hell yeah, dude. Still easy, tons of sun. I mean, I understand if they're little kids, like toddlers, that makes sense. But if they're like, I don't know, I feel like you wait till 6:30-ish, 7 o'clock. I told myself yesterday that kids are going to come at any single time, so you just have to be like accepting of that. Still broad daylight, not even sunset really. That's crazy. Halloween is changing so much nowadays. I remember being out till like 9 to 10. Well, I think in Toronto it started raining around 9 o'clock, so I don't think anyone wanted to be out too late. Should we lube the Alexotos Obscuras? In my opinion, it does get benefited. However, I'm not going to argue because I agree that the stock lube is enough and it should sound fine. But I think you get an added layer of like perfect sound signature when you go over the stem one more time and add a smidge more lube to the spring. My ideology with it was, when Mode said, do you want them to be dry or have stock 205G0 on them? I said, just put the extra lube on it, and that way there it gives some people some extra lubricant, since there's no price difference. That way there you don't have to apply as much lube to the stem. That was my thought process. I still think they benefit from a little bit of extra lube though. Why do people choose long poles over normal? Why does everyone choose it? I choose it because I like the sound signature. Not even the feeling of the shorter bottom out, or faster bottom out rather, but I like the sound. R2 says, I'm watching you from France. Love your content. Keep going. Thank you, man. I appreciate that. Hope everything's been well for you, and I hope everything's going well there. I don't even know the time in France right now, but it seems like it'd be either really early or really late. Our touch-up on obscures are much needed, IMO. I'm with you there. I agree. Even today, like, I lubed them. I went and redid them all. Oh, actually, small update for you guys. I gave this another test run for all the switches today. I think I've now figured out a better way to make this more consistent for the switches. And I gotta say, so all I'm doing now is after every switch, after every 2 switches, I do 1 turn. This was really consistent. So I think I had to find a groove with this first.
All the best,
yeah,
Alex.
Really like this. Thank you, Berbert. I appreciate this 8 months, man. Thank you. And I wish you all the best too, man. And Pin, thank you so much for 31 months, man. But yeah, this is really nice for $7.99. I mean, I think this is the same price as lube. You get a free brush with that, sure. It really helps with consistency versus eyeing out of a jar. Yeah, so like I think I actually, like, I agree. I think I was more consistent now when I was doing every 2 switches, 1 turn of this. I just did a turn. 1 turn of this. So this was really nice to do switches with today. I think when I was trying to find my groove the first time, I wasn't too sure. So I was doing like 1 every switch, and then I was like, oh, now there's too much lube. 1 every other switch, 1 turn was perfect. And I found literally every switch I did had the same consistency. So it was good. Yeah, I will admit, for stabilizers, they're a little bit tougher to use. That's why I haven't been using them with stabs. I think for the housings, they're fine. For the wires, I wouldn't bother. And then for stabs, they're meh. I think where I've really found the groove for this, seriously, man, the switches, 1 turn every other switch, fantastic. They turned out super good. Can we get a lube pen ASMR? Okay, if I have to use something with that today, I will for you guys. Maybe we'll lube a switch later on for funsies. I don't think for stabs is useful. I think for the housings, if you're really concerned about the consistency with this, you can still probably use them. Maybe I just haven't found the right groove for it yet. But I still think the brush might be just easier to handle for these guys. I remember when you're a big long pull love era, and then all long pulls sounded the same era. Men change. Yeah. The thing with this hobby is, like, you find 1 or 2 things you really like, right? You fall in love with it, and you're like, man, this is the coolest thing ever. Because it's a bit of a change, too, right? You're not as jaded with it. And then you change into it, and then every other brand decides to do the same thing, and you're like, okay, well, everyone's doing this now. And now I kind of want to do something a little different because you know, seems to be the new fad. I'll put dielectric on these. Little dielectric grease don't hurt. Some people have opinions on long poles. Some people are into astrology. Yeah, true. Big true ants. Yeah, I think you kind of fall into what you like. And it's the whole process of building keyboards and being in this hobby is a lot of fun. And I think sometimes we all forget about that. Like, there's a process of you're going to spend some money when you're doing hobbies, and you might not like what you spent your money on. And people like to kind of blame people for that, or like, oh, I wasted this. This was a big waste of my money. I think it's all part of the process when you're into hobbies. Because every person's different. Every person's going to be different here. I like a little bit of everything for my faves, so every board stays fresh for longer. Honestly, that's a good way to do things too, where you kind of just have one of everything. And you kind of rotate, I guess, regularly. Is that what you're doing, Grant? If you listen closely, the HMX blowbore switch is 1% higher pitched than the slow bores. True, to be honest. Let me give HMX some credit. HMX has different switches that sound truly different. But because HMX is so diluted with the same things over and over and over again, it's really hard to get to those pieces. So it has like these 1% gradual changes in my, like, just to kind of simplify it, you know, maybe that's unfair, but it has these like 1% changes, and you kind of have to go from like one line to the polar opposite to get a big change. That's the thing about the HMX switches now, that they've kind of, man, it's like every day there's a new HMX switch. Every day. Which is fine. I agree, JQ, 100%. They are kind of falling into the same trap JWK fell. They just need to get like their best sellers and just make those. And stop innovating, in quotations. Or if they're going to innovate, make it a significant change instead of these like 1% changes, you know? But again, maybe I'm also speaking out of a place of, I don't know, me being a little jaded with them. I don't know. I ordered a classic TKL and GMK Mars Cadet. We're using Mars Cadet today, by the way, guys. So if you guys want to see Mars Cadet today, we're using it. It's such a nice set. Bye, Soran. Good night, Soran. And thank you for the bits, Boney. Alrighty, these are done. I'm going to put these back. At least HMX actually tries to fix issues with their switches. Okay, well. Let's, JWK fell off hard, man. They, like, JWK, I don't remember what year it was, but one year they went through, like, 50 different, no, I'm over-exaggerating, but they went through a plethora of revisions to their molds. And every revision made the switch worse. So JWK, they did a lot of bad things.
My 4-year-old daughter has been watching Snow White lately, but she doesn't know the words to the song. She has been going around the house singing my ho, it's off to work we go.
That's pretty funny, though. I'm not gonna lie, it's pretty funny. That's pretty funny. Oh, man. And it's probably just like in that baby voice, too, so it's like even funnier. Yeah, it's super adorable. I'm getting Mars Kit on Monday. Like you're buying it or it's shipping out? Let's put this on here. These are screw-ins, so I'll have to go somehow extract the screws from that. So nice. Boney, thank you so much for the tier 1, man.
A tier 1 sub to Key Blizz.
Thank you, dude. Receiving your mail. Okay. I think you're gonna love it. I haven't opened mine yet, but like, I mean, I've looked at it from other people's boards and I'm pumped. What is this? Phillips. Hi, Zany. She doesn't know how to whistle. Whistling is not for nothing. Whistling actually, I don't want to say it takes some skill, but I feel like it does take some skill to whistle. That's not something you pick up in a day when you're younger, I feel. I feel like that one there's a trial and error, you know? Which one's that one there on TV? No, he has been weaving on the spot every now and then for no reason. Kids are interesting. Well, they mimic what interests them, right? It's super fun. I can do both, like the inhaling whistle and the exhaling whistle, if you want to call it that. But I think I'm better at the exhaling
Completed
whistle.
my team meeting. It was boring today and I thought to myself, people singing happy birthday to you feels like a real life, unskippable ad.
Wait, did they sing you happy birthday or something? Is it your birthday today, Zany? Or is you just thinking that? True, to be honest, though. That is big true. It does kind of feel unskippable. How do you guys feel about people singing happy birthday to you? I'm whatever with it. It's fun, but I think it's like when they do the long version, like when it's like the full like 2 minutes or whatever it is, or they extend it and they do like the extra part where it's like, are you one or are you two? And it's just like, bro, you know how old I am. Please don't go through this right now. But I think it's fun embarrassment. I hate it so much. Radio edit only, please. True. Just do the quick version. But now I just wanted to get it over. Yeah, you're just like, yeah, you know what? I think I'm over this right now. I love it because people should sing my praises every day. As your number one fan, Fried, when it's your birthday, let me know. I will sing you happy birthday. One of my friends had us sing Teenage Dirtbag instead of happy birthday. I like that, though. That's clever.
I don't like it unless it's in Polish from my family. It's funny.
Is it a different vibe or is it like the same vibe in Polish? Can you sing Happy B-Day today? No, not. I got other plans. I was going to do something very special for birthday for Fried as his number one fan. I wasn't going to sing it with my real voice, is what I'm trying to say, Trapped. I'm gonna keep it a buck with you, man. I don't have a good singing voice. It's not even close to good. There's nothing good about it. I don't want to torture you guys.
Way different, honestly. It's so much more exciting.
Really? I have a fake voice? No, it's just terrible. It's a terrible singing voice. These feel really smooth, these stabilizers from Kyocera. Alright, now, should we use a plate? What plate was there again? Let's grab this. I think it's FR4. Do I want to use FR4? I guess a small piece of criticism right now to go back to the board for like 1 second. I think the only thing I'm like not vibing with 100% on this board is the lack of options for plate material. Like, I don't know if I want to use a plate for this. I don't think you have to. I'm pretty positive you can just do this plateless. But do I want to use FR4? I'm pretty sure you can do this plateless. Like, pretty positive. But do I want to? I don't even know. It doesn't look like there's mounting points on the plate. The mounting points are right here. Basically what you're doing with this is you're kind of putting, there's little tab thingies. I'm not sure though. They never said anything about plateless. So if anything, if it doesn't work, I mean, if you guys are down to just double check to see if it works plateless, because they never said anything to me. And it does seem like this is a required or like
Happy
purchase
birthday
that's
in
required
Polish.
to do with this. So.
Stolat, nam. Stolat.
Is it saying it right, Boney?
nam. Jeszcze raz, nam.
Is it saying it right, Boney? Or is it really bad, the TTS? Kinda. Yeah, it does say required, and it has a plate mounted option or PCB mounted option for what I see. Yeah. You know what I thought those things meant though on the plate? I thought that meant the stabilizers. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. You know what? Let's just do this playlist. Let's see if this works with the Obscuras. I'm hoping it does. If not, we'll stick it in there, but... I did not make a keyboard for MKBHD. That was Mr. Teehee Types. He is a streamer that is the father of keyboards for content creation. That was more Teha. Actually, these fit, guys. These are good. I think I'm gonna use these.
Yay.
Boney, thank you again for the tier 1, man. I have done keyboards for some really cool people, such as Beldoink in chat, Fried, and a bunch of other really cool people. I think, have I done one for you, Lego? I'm pretty positive I have. Oh no, I've given you a giveaway board. So technically it's like I have built you one. I know that was kind of a low-key, it's like, yay. I've done one for Elquan. Technically Zany too.
Happy birthday in Hindi, Barbardin ye, Barbardili Gayi. Tum Geo Hazaro Sal, Ye Hi Merry Ars You.
That has a nice flow to it, actually, Zany. Well, Riku, I'm going to be honest, like, it doesn't say anything about being plateless here. Like, it doesn't... Thing is, they don't have an official website for this that has a lot of info. Actually, let me just triple check. I'm going to make the assumption that you can do this in plateless mode. Because they are selling a solderable PCB as well. Do they even have this from their website yet? I don't know if they do. View details. I'm pretty positive we can build this in plateless mode though. Like I'm like 90% positive you probably can. Yeah. Yeah, I also see no reason to. So, it doesn't really say much on their website about it being compatible or not. It kind of just says, yeah, you have to buy a required... Well, not you have to buy, but it says required. But let's give it a go. Why not? I mean, we're here for funsies anyways and to test PCBs and test keyboards in general, so... It's actually so easy to do this without a plate. The purple on this board is so unique. I really like the silver top. Oh, by the way, check this out. Let me actually see if I can find this again. This was on their link. This was a really neat thing they did. Let me see if I can find it for you guys. They have... Okay. So, check this out. They have like a configurator, which you can just like test how things look on their website. There's a little, it's kind of stupid, but they have like a little arrow thing. You have to click on the right side of the screen to make the colors come out. But I really like the silver top with the red bottom. I think that looks sweet. And then you can even flip through the pictures here just to, do other things. But yeah, there's like even like a rear weight customizer. You can go crazy with this thing. So I don't know if you guys want to take a look at that. You can't purchase anything from it, unfortunately. They really should have made it so you can like, click it and then purchase, but yeah, we're gonna do plateless hot swap. These are sitting more than okay. Like I can pick up the switch from this. So GMK Zenpon or Firefly. Like, are you purchasing one right now? Or deciding on what to use for a board? This is the Origami TKL. I really like Zenpon. Firefly is a classic though. I would love to, Lego. Can you DM it to me and I can take a look after stream? Although I feel like I've seen it, but I'll double check. What do you think the best plate on the, for the, which HBCP on Envoy? What are those, switches? Oh, the BCPs? Sorry, I was thrown off by the H. I mean, I'm still going to go with aluminum. Hyperglides with kale. Okay, I still think aluminum. I'm always going to be a cop-out and say alu with everything. But you know what? You could technically do like a top mount on... Well, you said Envoy? Yeah, I'd still say aluminum. Fuck it. Aluminum's my forever choice with that particular board. Although there are some switches that do sound better with like a plastic plate or FR4. So you may want to just pick up like an extra FR4 plate just in case. But aluminum for everything always is my thing when I don't know. Navy top case with gold bottom and all PVD weight looks sick. Yeah, I'm really hoping this keyboard sounds good, man. Can you recommend me GMK keycaps for a white board? Anything will work. What's the board itself? What board in particular? Literally the joy of using neutral colors like white, silver, more light neutral colors is anything works. Okay, you could go with Striker. It's everyone's first choice. And the nice thing about using something like white, silver, beige, anything like that is you can make those the secondary thing. Like you don't have to make those the primary. More so for white and silver. So you can technically pick anything to kind of accent that. Or not even accent it, rather. It can be the accent. Encore round 2 with white maple and silver. Oh, so there is a smidge of color there with the maple. Bro, I'm gonna hit you with... Yeah, botanical might be really nice. Desert botanical. Or you could even just go with a beige keycap set. I think a beige on that would look super, super nice. And the reason why I say that is because you're going to have... Yeah, modern materials would look nice too. You're going to have that maple accent, which maybe you let that do all the talking, you know what I mean? And you just go with something very subdued for switches. I think that might be the play there. Boomer beige? Boomer beige is classic for real. Encore with modern materials and X-ray rollers. Could do that too. That'd be really neat. The X-ray switches were pretty fun. I enjoy those roller switches. Yeah, I said that too, Lego. Someone brought up that it might just be because of interference of some sort, but now that I look at it more, I don't know. I don't know if interference would even happen with something, whether it's north or south facing. I'm going to ask them, what's the point of this for the F-Row? I'll triple check. I think this is probably the only strange thing right now that I've encountered with this board that I'm like, yes, I can't give you guys an answer. I really don't get it. Luckily, it's not... It's just kind of, you know, segregated into its own row here where you don't have to worry about it too much, but... I don't know. Definitely weird. I don't think it should cause any problems. Dude, finally, I know. A lot of the times I see brands these days where they just don't leave any sort of mounting post, you know, separation. My God, we got some finally. Zen Pond is a fair bit darker than Firefly. More saturated, really. All right, so... Let's see. Let me check their IC mode. So this is considered suspension mode. Let's start off with suspension mode. I think this is considered suspension mode. Yes, this is considered suspension mode. Let's start off with this. If we really hate this, we can switch to arch mode. It's really just flipping these around, in case anyone's wondering what the hell I'm talking about. So these little suspension brackets, these copper suspension brackets, basically we'd be just moving this to this side and just flipping it. But In this orientation that we're starting off in, this is considered suspension, which the one other review that I watched just to kind of get a better sense of what the board, how the board installed, this seemed to be the consensus from that one other person I watched, and everyone seemed to agree in the comment section when I translated it. Oh, do they tell you arch suspension? Oh, it just says arch. I thought maybe it gave you like some guide on how to do it. But yeah, let's give this a go here. Well, I also have to find where those, what does all in here, because I actually don't know. Yeah, I'm. What's up, Archie, bro? How you doing, man? I'm super curious about this board. I guess these are extra screws. What TKL is this? The origami TKL. I quickly fell in love with this origami TKL. It's super nice. Huh. So I actually don't know what these are for. Maybe I do have to watch some more of the... I will... Okay, another small bit of criticism. They did put out a build video. I will admit, I think having documentation over a video is better in the long run, because the video is a bit harder to follow. Yeah, I think these are feet. These are for this, but I'm not sure what this is for. And this is our daughter board here. What are all these? My personal fave TKL? Oh man, there's so many good TKLs. I think lately though, it's still the Kaze in this one. And then these I need to double check what they're for. I believe these go on here somewhere too. And this is if you have the plate installed. These are like little gaskets for the plate. This board will be closer to 250, starting at 250. Which is, yes, technically a little bit higher, because you're also gonna have to include shipping. You can use screw heads. Then the Neo, the TKD, and even the Wuche board that recently came out. But who knows, maybe we really like this. So that is called the Corky. It's from Novel Keys, but it is currently out of stock. They ordered more and it will be in stock soon-ish. I don't have an exact date. All right, and then we're putting these on. These seem to go with the double barrel here at the bottom. So that should be facing the bottom in any orientation that we do. And these just clip on. Actually, let me triple check one thing as well. I don't think they installed any of those things, but I'm gonna actually just go and do their build video one more time. Let me just find it really quick. I'm having a bit of an issue with my Sarah Labs. I want to like install this perfectly. However, I did watch the build video like 4 times, but there's a lot of stuff I'm not 100%, you know, familiarized with, even though I watched it. Let me just triple check what they did here for the installation of these guys. Bear with me, everybody. Yeah, so I'm not sure exactly what these are for, because it's not in their official build guide. At least I'm not seeing. These could be just some sort of like addition or some sort of like extra part, maybe? Oh, these are extra parts. So, okay, now I understand what these are for. I thought maybe those were extras. These go underneath the suspension, so it's not metal on metal. This is to kind of force break or separate and isolate the suspension on its own, other than having the screws there. That makes more sense. Cool. So these are just extras, I suppose. These I'll double check again, but let's put the rest of these guys on. The Manta, we kind of talked about it earlier. It's a board that I'm working on with Bull. Well, mainly Bull's working on it with me. Bull's the main person here. I'm gonna give Bull all the credit he is due. Full size under 450. Probably the one from KWD fans right now. Although I don't think it's considered a full size. I think it might be an 1800. Or maybe wait for the seal. Or what Scoop just said, the QK100. That is a good option as well. Alright, let's actually go back to the build video because I want to see what those other pieces were for. Those longer silicone pieces. Well, it doesn't really show. I'm not too sure what these are for at all. Hold on one sec, everybody. Let's make sure we're doing this 100% right. I'm just gonna watch the other build videos and see what they did with this. Let's see. Where's Sungip's video? There he is. We still may need to put the plate in, but we'll see. Like I said, we're kind of experimenting right now. I don't think these are for anything that we need to worry about for right now, because I don't see anyone else using it. So let's just leave that out for now, because I don't see literally a single other person putting any of those pieces on. Yeah, okay, never mind, we don't have to worry about it too much. Alright, now we're going to put this on. So this is the bottom one. And these should just clip in. Where does this go? Would it be easier to do the other way? Hold on one second, everybody. It does seem like they are doing it this way, but how are they clipping it in here? Maybe the plate is necessary to some degree, but hold on. Okay, no, we're doing it right. It's just gonna take probably some fiddling here. I see. So these just align because, just to show you guys what I'm doing, these have extra sets of slots that these would go into over here. However, I think for maybe the configuration I'm doing right now, maybe we put these in first because they take a bit more force. I think that might be the easiest way to install this for me right now. Yeah, there we go. That's way easier. So that's one. More fiddling, more Alex. Nice. Thanks, dude. Again, if we can't do this in plateless, we'll just quickly go and grab the plate. But I'm just super curious as I really want to try this in plateless. If you don't get the PVD weight, the price goes down a bit. For which one? Sorry, for this board? this like this for now. 2, 3, and 4. Perfect. We may actually need the plate though. I think the plate will also help secure the board. So maybe that's the reason why they're saying required, but hey, we're trying it. Again, I would make the assumption that you don't really need to, but... So now we're gonna screw everything in. Let's grab the other bit. What happened, Lego? Alex over here going plateless on boards that require a plate and using a plate on boards that can be built with a plate. Hey, we try different things all the time. I mean, it'd be kind of cool to go plateless. Plateless is such a fun experience. I should try building a plate without a keyboard. I could try that. Yeah, that could also be it too, Manic. Maybe they just need to sell it because they need to make MOQ of some sort. Also very true. I don't know the full reasoning. I'm not going to pretend to know either. I like doing an assignment, cursing the universe for everything not working, and then just figuring out I'm dumb because I forgot to add the one at the beginning of a sequence. Hey, you know what, EJ? We do that sometimes. We all make little boo-boos like that. We all do. No, actually, this looks like it works. We actually should be good. We technically should be a-okay. However, did I put this upside down? Let me just triple check here. No, we did this right. Okay. Yeah, this is a hot swap unit right now. Okay. So, let's put the daughter board in. Interesting. I mean, I don't know if you guys can tell, like, I'm fascinated by this because this is new to me. And this is really fun when something's new. So, I'm all for this right now. This is a blast. I like the finish on this board. How does this compare to the Neo? I haven't fully built it yet, so I don't want to give you guys an answer that's not true. I think the Neo, as of right now, is more traditional in terms of like how you build it, and it's just easier to build. This might be unique in its own right, so maybe this is just something that we end up really liking. But I don't want to jump the gun yet. It's because again, what if we end up hating the way this sounds or feels, or this doesn't work really well? I have a bit of a halation on my, like, actually it shouldn't be really halation on this camera. There's no filter on this one. All right, so let's go back to all those screw bags now. And then we'll also try this too, this like little hex foam eventually. We'll give that a go too. This is the one with the extra screws. 278's not bad, dude. It really isn't that bad. Some bits. And then I guess for screws for the daughter board, it's this one. It is a pretty damn good price at 278. Alright, let's screw this guy in. Can we just use this bit? We can. Very nice. I feel like you really only need 2 bits for this, which is nice too. You missed the F2. Honestly, I kind of woke up and I was like, you know what? Maybe I should get one. Maybe although I probably shouldn't, I probably did want one. And I was like, you know what? I ended up not getting one though. It made no sense for me I don't think these are the right screws, but I have no other screws to use. I think these screws are too long. I'm gonna have to just snag some screws from this guy. I'll make that a note to them as well. I don't think I got any shorter screws to work with this. I think these, oh yeah, these are a bit smaller. These screws are a smidge long for the daughter board. So I'm just gonna steal some from the stabilizer kit here because these should work. Or else it's wiggling and I don't want that to happen with this. I want it to stay put. My keyboard buy is on cooldown right now. You know I love that. I love that you have a cooldown period for this. That is so healthy and smart. So I 0413 to get the vendors and ship out already. I hope when you get it, you love it, dude. Alright. This gets put in this way as well. And this should go on the bottom of the board. And that goes here. How does this go? Which way? This way. I mean, I'm gonna be honest, I probably wouldn't go hot swap plateless with this just for the sake of like headaches going forward, taking off keycaps and whatnot. But it seems to be plausible. Seems to be. But there are some small headaches that come with that, just to be transparent. How do you decide if you sell or keep a keyboard? I have, I think I've only ever sold like 2 keyboards ever in my entire life. If I don't want a keyboard, if I've purchased the keyboard, I'll do whatever the hell I want with it. But if it's been like a prototype unit or it's some other thing, like I just don't feel good selling them. But truth be told, I ended up just giving them to you guys. It's just easier and just makes more sense to do giveaways for them all. If I'm being honest, it's just easier for me. Yeah, this is a really nice looking board. What are the problems with the hot swap plateless? Well, 2 things. They could be loose, and it could cause the switch to rattle in place, giving you a really bad sound signature. Or they could just fall out and not stay in place. And I guess a third, not problem per se, but like just annoyance and grievance, is when you go hot swap plateless, it tends to, like when you go to switch keycaps, you're pulling out the entire switch, which is a bit annoying if I'm keeping it a buck. It is a smidge bit irritating to do. Let me just take out these screws first. Much easier. You know what? The more I look at this, the more I like the design of this board. This is a cool looking keyboard. This is pretty looking. I'm not too sure. I'm assuming it works. Nothing seems to be, I guess, falling apart here. But let's put some keycaps on. Let's go get Mars Cadet. I guess before we do that, let me clean up just a smidge here, guys, because we have lots of time for today. I didn't even realize it's only 1 hour and 30 minutes into stream. Here I'm thinking we spent so long. It has feet. I need to put on the feet too. These are they're little push-in feet covers. I do appreciate that as well, and that's a really good call out, Atu. I do feel like this board has been pretty flushed out and thought of. Like nothing seems to be overly difficult. I do wish they came with like a better set of instructions, to be honest. But I think that's really about it. You guys want to do Gamba on this? Listen, I'm gonna be real. This kind of got fucked up in shipping a little bit. All right. Oops, dropped something there. We can do Gamba if you guys want. Predictions. Start predictions. Will this set be messed up, guys? You guys already know the drill with how this works. I'll give you guys a quick side view. You know. show you guys the ropes here. Kind of feeling a little bit weird here. You know, I don't know, man. I'll let you guys decide. I'm so excited to open this up and put this on a board, though, man. This has been a set that when Riley showed me originally, like a little while ago, I was so excited to see this like come to life. Such a cool, very cool here. Would you like to rebuild my frog TKL? Sure, why not? You can put in a build request. I have a thing right now for December, where if your build gets scheduled for December, it's 50% off the build fees. Unfortunately, I can't do 50% off shipping because shipping, and I don't control that. Oh, shit. Small thing, guys. I have to tell you guys this. Any clients that are watching right now that are waiting for boards to ship out, I'm going to try to ship out literally everything tomorrow or Monday, but apparently Canada Post is going on strike soon. With that being said, I don't know what to tell you guys. I can't control Canada Post. So, missed Gamba? No, Gamba's still up. Damn, everyone's just saying yes. Why are there so many on Nope? Holy shit. I could use UPS or FedEx, but I don't get as big of a discount on them, so I would love for you to build one of my boards, but I just shipped something to you and that hurt. Honestly, Manic, DHL is kind of expensive. You went DHL, right? That was expensive, dude. DHL is so expensive to ship within the United States and Canada.
A what?
A what? Bernie? What's up, man? Burns, I hope you're doing well today, man. I had to do DHL for that one. It was insanity. Dude, DHL is not fun. Yeah, Beldwink he's loving being local right now. All right. I'm going to be real with you guys. I don't have a good feeling about this. Like I said from the get-go, I don't have a great feeling on this one, man. But, hey, you know what? You guys really want the Gamba. Okay, here we go. I'm nervous. You guys bet a lot of points. Oh, I already love the colors of this, by the way. Holy shit. I love the colors of this already in person. Oh, that's surprisingly really straight. Oh, fuck. This is surprisingly really straight, guys. Oh, fuck. What the dude, this box looks so bad. Ain't no way, dude. Ain't no fucking way. This box looks so terrible, dude. Yo, GMK left me a treat. What is this? Oh, no fucking way. Oh, no! It's fucked up! Hey! Damn, dude. You guys got saved. Actually saved. That's crazy. This is like one of the best ones. Oh my god, this is one of the best ones we've ever had. And one switch got fucked up. What are these? Are these like a code thing that they scanned for this? I don't know what this is. Damn, dude. Also, yes, this set looks great. It wanted to fuck with you guys, dude. That's crazy to me. What a letdown. So this is yes fucked up. This is indeed yes. Is this set messed up? Technically, yes it is. Holy smokes. Dude, this set looks so good. Hold on, look at the set from the side.
It has been 3 times when that same delete key has flipped.
I know, right? I think maybe they're shipping these out on purpose like that. There's no way that's been every single time, man. So nice.
That set is almost as hot as you.
Damn. Who said that, Corn? Corn, thank you so much. And Zany, thanks for the bits. I bet my life savings on this finally. Did you win? Dude, this looks so good. The orange is a bit darker IRL. Like, I think my camera, the Fuji camera is making this a bit more light. but it's a smidge darker. Oh my god, though, this looks so good. Riley killed it with this one, dude. Riley absolutely killed it with this. Ooh, this has some flex to it. Jesus, in plateless mode. Damn. This looks so good. Flexing as it's all. I know, this is a very soft board. Name of the set? This is Mars Cadet. I agree. I think this would look really nice on the Envoy as well, or the Sonnet. I agree. Stickers are used to link with photos on GMK side for QC checks. Oh, is that new? When did they start doing that?
Should this set be renamed Oto's Cadet? Lol, but seriously bet 100k on that and thought I was gonna die.
Oh no. Yeah, I mean that was definitely a switch up. That was crazy. We'll put the feet on too. I know I have to put the feet on the board still. I'm curious what the spacebar is going to sound like on this. I have a feeling this is going to be a very deep sounding keyboard. I do want to try that hex foam thing still. Interesting. If only they added the gray and no orange. Can you switch it? No, you can't. I think the orange makes it for me, or else this would be kind of like a very dull set. Ah, I like the orange on this. I don't know. Everyone's different, by the way, guys. Everyone's different. We all like different things. Oh, they sent me the novelties too. Hold on. I don't know if we'll use these today. These are really cool. These like, what is it? What's the thing on this one here called? It's like solar array or something. Yeah, the array kit. This is really nice too. But I think I'm gonna stick what's in the base kit for now. I'm gonna stick with this. Actually, those are really cool though. Fuck, I don't know. I don't know what to do here. This looks good on silver. Damn. This might be one of my new fave sets. Again, just for full disclosure, I do work with novel keys. But first and foremost, I gotta say, I do personally really like this set. Take this with a grain of salt if you don't trust me, to be honest. Whatever, but this is nice. One thing that isn't talked about enough in this hobby is, yes, 99 things are preference, but it takes a lot of time and money before we solidify our preferences. Dude, we were saying that earlier a little bit, Crispy. I agree with that wholeheartedly. It's the journey on getting there, and I think people need to take a breath and enjoy that journey sometimes. You know what I mean? Are these triple shot? No. I don't think there would be anything to triple shot these with. Those, I can triple check if those are triple shot. I don't think they are. Let me see. This has two colors in it. No, those are pad printed. I did make this set. I didn't make the set. Wait, who said that? Burns? No, I wish I made the set. I wish I had Riley's talent. Triple check. Those are triple shot for realsies. You know what? The sound signature is interesting so far. You said the orange is showing up different with your camera, so is the orange closer to the pictures? Very close to the pictures, what Riley took. My camera is making the orange seem a bit lighter than it should be. It's a bit more saturated and very close to what the photos are. But again, my camera is stylized just a smidge. I used to have it photo accurate, but it just wasn't any fun. Actually, let me see. Can you guys see it better in this one? Maybe a bit closer to what you guys see in, not even closer. There's some stylization happening. Yeah, it's making the alphas a bit brighter too. It's not that light of a gray, but it is a pretty light gray. It's not super light, but it is light enough. Very pretty set though. Very, very pretty. I'm very happy with this. Do I need anything else on this layer? I don't think I do. Then short shift. God damn, I'm like having so much trouble today. Get influenced. The black spacebar would make this pop, but you know what? I don't know why. I'm thinking the gray spacebar is cleaner in this particular sense. Maybe it's just me. These are cool. These pad printed? Oh no, this is double shot. So these have like that kind of, you know, like in, what's it called there? Mecha Kaiju. Has those like gold glitter on this for the accent. That's really cool. Put a Nef lock here too. And put a function key. All right. Okay, this looks real nice. All right. Yeah, there's an enter key with gold on it too, but I think I want to leave it like this for now. Cool. Yeah, these are cool. I think these would be a lot of fun to use too. All right, so then on a side, oh, you know what? This might be one of the few boards you can visually see that side profile a little bit too from this side. Usually everything kind of gets covered up. Cool. Okay, let's put the feet on the board too before I forget. Here's another glimpse at the bottom. You can already see my grubby little fingerprints all over that because that's what's gonna happen when you buy PVD. It's always a bit more of a premium, and then it also is a bit more of a headache because you gotta clean it if you turn it over. How easy are these to pop in? Oh, fairly easy enough. I worry about these in the long term though. I feel like these can pop out easily. I'm sure they've probably already tested this, but that is a concern of mine, just, you know, thinking out loud. You know, Niku, I am usually on the same page. PVD stuff is not usually my first choice. It looks good in some cases. It does look great, but it does. This is, I'd say, one of the more distinct side profiles without being like overly tacky in a while. It's definitely stylized. It's 100% stylized, but it's done so, I think, in a tasteful way. No, these are just pushing feet, so they're not 3M or anything. It's cool. I like the side profile here. I wish the front height was a bit smaller though. I think if this was 18mm, this board would be literally perfect for me comfort-wise. It is 20mm, so it's still comfortable. It's just not my... You know what? Honestly? So I got distracted. It's not my cup of tea being 20mm, but it's still comfortable. So this is Obscura switches, plateless build. We can swap out spacebars to see what we like. Plateless does work with this. This is in the standard, I guess, I don't know if it'd be considered standard. This is the suspension. This has no foam, nothing like that. I feel like I might actually need to put the foam on the bottom. I'm not sure if this is bottoming out. It does feel like something's perhaps touching the bottom. I do like the sound profile. Again, I'm not sure if this is intended to be used plateless. Yeah, I think something's bottoming out. Let's put the plate foam on. And then perhaps we can quickly build this with the plate. Plateless though, interesting. Sounds good. It's a nice sounding keyboard. Really, I want to try it. Hold on, let's put the plate foam in first. Then I want to try putting a different spacebar and just testing it plateless still. Then we can try with the plate. So So just so you guys know too, I don't think there's going to be a different sound profile between arch and suspension. It's really about feeling. That's what most of the reviews, well, the one review I said anyways, and people in the comments agreed because there's other commenters who have built it. Seems to be more of a typing preference thing. Those fingerprints, wash your hands. That hurt my feelings. I like the alphas a lot though. Spacebar sounds like the frog decal. Really? I thought the frog was way more dead. The frog was not my cup of tea. Yeah, I'm pretty positive this is bottoming out. You know what? I don't feel too good about putting this in, so I'll show you guys why we might actually just have to switch to plate. The gaskets are kind of slipping through over here. So perhaps we do need to use a plate. Perhaps we figured out now the plate is indeed required because you can see the gasket slipping through compared to over there. So we kind of need to reset that gasket. Yeah, it is pushing through. So I think that's what the gasket tabs are for. There needs to be, I pushed it through even with my hands right now. There needs to be a bit more transparency on that then. Like those are required. And I think maybe that's also, again, one of my criticisms right at the beginning was I feel like the instructions on the build felt a little bit, how can I say this? There just needs to be better instructions. I also think that separating the purchase into like 4 different pages is a bit of a miss. I think that needs to be one page and properly explain that these things are all required and what they're used for. Still though, if they can make this plateless, somehow, this would be really fucking cool plateless. Let's build it with a plate now. Shouldn't take too long, a few minutes. I'm glad to have you guys chilling here with me as we experiment and do some things with this prototype. God, what a cool set this is. Desk is gonna get a little messy here, so please bear with. Now comes the fun part of when you build something plateless in hot swap. Everything comes with it. More time with mustache equals yay. Thanks, dude. The plate rigidity, well, the plate also has tabs in it. So another thing that Divinity and they need to explain. You know how on the plate section on the website, it says PCB mount or plate mount? Those are inferring to stabilizers. They need to specify that is stabilizers because that is so confusing. Do you guys know what I mean? It doesn't say what they're for. It just says PCB or plate mount. So I think they need to specify stabilizer. Yeah, because in the videos, Manic, on all the videos, I see people using plate mounted stabs. So those are for the stabs. So that needs to be specified. Because I would have never guessed that in a million years. Yeah, because the other videos I watched, there's people doing plate mounted. Yeah. So that's definitely something that's confusing. So again, I think the build's fine. I think there's some confusing aspects of it for now, but oh my god, it's stuck in there. You know, I couldn't answer that. If your GMK set is on a cadet on Mars, does that mean your keyboard is Mars since the cadet is on Mars? I would assume so. That's the way that the logic would present itself. Yeah, I would guess. I see no advantage, just pain. Bit of a shame that we can't actually. So, in case anyone was wondering too, watching this back or just like in the future, if this board is super popular and people are looking at my page, I would indeed not even attempt to do this playlist. I feel like that is going to be a headache. Not even a headache. It's going to take you a few minutes to swap back, but cherry clip-ins, cough, cough. Why I had ads? It's November and I wasn't subbed. Oh. Just have to admit, these hot swap sockets are pretty tight here. I low-key forgot plate-mounted stabs were a thing. They are a thing, sadly. Well, not sadly. Honestly, they're fine. We need an Alexotos bingo card. I'm gonna keep it a buck. Low-key, not my cup of tea. Cherry Nixies. Bro, I think my favorite saying is not my cup of tea. That's like one of my favorites. Well, actually, no. I'm gonna keep it a buck is one of my favorites. I don't know. I grew up around saying that, so it's always been in my vocab, you know? Just a smidge. I say that because my mother said that. That's what she says when she says something small, you know, like just a smidge. Like if you want, do you want some coffee? Just a smidge. New renders incoming. Ooh! If you guys didn't know, Miki is doing the renders for the Manta. By any stretch of the imagination? I wish I said something like that. That feels way more adult to say, but I'm gonna stick to my my sayings, I guess. Why are we taking out some of the switches by leaving? Oh, I don't know. These three just didn't come with the keycaps. I have to take them out anyways. I know. Actually, these switches look really good with these keycaps. Okay, I'm pumped to put this back together now. So, okay, so far, my thought process on this board is it's fun. I think I'm enjoying this whole process, albeit, yeah, the platelist doesn't work. And they do need to change some of the vocabulary on the website. Assuming we didn't put this in platelist mode to begin with, I think this is actually pretty fun. I don't think there's anything super confusing about this. I do think there needs to be some written instructions to go along with the board, or at least some sort of manual online that people can refer to. This set is like Keycap Machinist. Is it a little bit? I have to double check Keycap Machinist. Not my cup of tea. I'm going to keep it a buck, just a smidge. Alexotos Obscura, Obscura Nixie. I know I work with novelties, but I'm not biased. You know what? I have to say, at least I'm not hiding the fact. Because there are plenty of people who don't disclose that they have affiliate codes. Or they have affiliation to things. I will always tell you guys when that happens. At least it's there, you know? At least the transparency is coming through and shining, you know? Every time I say smidge, what's wrong with the word smidge? Alright, so I'll probably need to go at those gasket tabs for this too. I am not affiliated with Cherry. Oh my goodness. It always comes back to Cherry. Always, always, always. I might need a plate for it, but this is a tight plate. Jesus. Okay. Ah, jeez. Okay, this plate is insanely tight. What the? Love you guys. See ya card. I do love you guys. This plate is really tight though. I feel like this could be loosened up a bit as well. Gosh. Just gonna put a few in here and then...
So I know that I literally asked you if Manta was a collab board at the beginning but was out to dinner and didn't hear the response. Do once again I am asking you about those sexy pics and if it's your board. Lamau, my bad, but gotta know now instead of waiting to rewatch.
Okay, so the Manta is a... let me explain again while we do the boring part of this. The Manta is a collab board that Bowl and I, mainly Bowl, have imagined and are doing. The Manta started off as just something fun that me and Bull were talking about. It wasn't called the Manta, it was just called whatever, I think it was just a project that we were looking at doing together. and it slowly evolved into what you guys see on the story there, which is what I kind of previewed towards the beginning of stream. There's no info on it yet. It is literally just whatever me and Bull have said in the Discord. Me and Bull are working on this project, not slowly per se, but we're doing it at a pace in which we're comfortable with. Jeez, this plate is really tight. So, if you guys don't mind, I would ask for your guys' patience as me and Bull work through it. It's not going to be like an overnight project. We're just showing you guys early and just, you know, teasing and, you know, doing that whole thing, but okay, they need to work on the tolerances for this plate for sure. This plate is way too tight. It was actually not called anything. I'm not going to give that to you guys, okay? It was not called the Nixie. Oh, you know, let's get rid of these two for now. Where'd that go? Oh my goodness.
Anyone else think the Manta is just an excuse to gain Bowl's trust, to infiltrate his place of work, to steal Bowl's most precious possessions? Alex is playing the long game to steal Bowl's bowls, designed by Bowl, made by Bowl, and exclusively for Bowl. The most bowls bowl you can bowl.
It's true. But I'm going to ask you guys one thing right now, okay? Can you keep that to yourself? Can we keep that here? He doesn't need to know. I'll get you guys Bull's bowl. Just like, let's keep it chill. Let me infiltrate. So nice.
But you tease me with those Keycap HJ test already. Why must you keep teasing me, Daddy Otos? Plot twist, the Manta is just and literally Bowl.
What the? This plate is not fun to work with right now. Alright, so I think I found the one thing that I feel like they need to improve on for the final production of this. God, dude, this is... I'm gonna have to get my little switch puller thing, or switch pusher. This is insane. Orange Bull incoming? That'd be really cool. Yeah, the Manta's not real. It's actually, there's a bowl behind somewhere in the render that you guys just aren't seeing, and that's actually what we're selling, is just a bowl. Need them for commissions? Yeah, I know. Hold on, let me get the switch pusher thing, because this is a little silly. Grab this too from the floor. This is way too tight for this plate. Way too tight. Oh my goodness. Luckily, I think this is like the easiest thing to fix, is just adjusting the plate. But yeah, this is pretty incredible, the tolerances on this right now. Let's be honest, who doesn't want Bull's bowl? To be honest, I would do the same. I would, it's so, oh my god, are you using puns? I respect it though. Truly. I was thinking we can just pop these in. I still... Okay, so two things I think that I don't love about this board so far. The tightness of this plate. And also, I would like to see more plate options. I don't know why. They only give us FR4. If we have to use a plate, options are everyone's friend. And I would appreciate more options. here that's a bit longer. I think I have one that's a smidge longer. Use this one. What's the purpose of a plate fork? It helps support the plate. So right now these are really difficult to push in, these switches. And I think I'd use my hands for this now. I think these ones are tougher for whatever reason because there isn't as much support. Remember building a bubble 75 by the before it was so tight? Yeah, I remember that too. It was obnoxious. But it helps support the plate when switches are too tight or when it tends to bow downwards and you need to properly seat the switch without bending the plate down. Okay, why are the alphas so much easier than those outside ones? Bowl down? No, bow down. Easy peasy though. Bow, black on white, wob, white on bowl. Oh, you're saying bowl stuff. My compliment, Boney, I see it. Hold on 1 second. Let me think of a really good one right now. Boney, if you were a pack of Pokemon cards, I just want to say that you'd be the rare one, okay? You'd be the chase. In fact, not even so much if you were a pack of Pokemon cards. You'd be the chase card in a pack of Pokemon cards, all right? There you go. Love you, Boney. You say I bowl you, Tony? Oh my god. 6 out of 10? I just called him the chase card. That's crazy, loser. Damn. That's wild. Boney would be a PSA 10. Just called you a no shadow foil Charizard first ed. True. Fine 7. Thank you. Appreciate that. I needed that rank up there. Oh god. Yeah, some of these are tight. Nothing that the plate fork doesn't help with though. What would you grade Tim as? It's a really tough one. I think Tim would get a 10 out of 10 crustless. You know? Crustless 2nd edition. PSA 2? That's crazy. Actually, you know, just keep, if we want Tim to come back and stream, we have to be nicer to Tim. Tim would be PSA 10, crustless, 1st edition, worth millions of dollars. Someone clip that and send it to Tim. Cap, damn. Yeah, he'd be crustless. He doesn't like crusts. You know? The beatings will continue until morale approves. I mean, true. Somewhat true. How can he be anything out of 10 when he's 10 keyless? Okay, he's 11 out of 10. Damn, Boba. For real, you went there? That's wild, dude. That's absolutely bonkers. Okay. This is good. Let's put those gaskets on now. Let's go grab those from here. Yeah, pretty much utterly. Has that like manta ray kind of vibe. Pretty much. Okay, just doesn't want to go back in the pack. That's fine with me. There is no real picks other than the one that I showed you guys. That is literally it. That is it. Hold on, I want to check one thing on the tabs here. Pretty positive they're putting the gaskets on the top tab. But I want to double check if they're supposed to go on the top or the bottom. Ooh, it's really hot here now. I'm feeling it. I'm feeling the heat. And I dislike it. Okay, they only go on the top. Can you tell us if it's a 65 or a 40? Hard to tell based on the picture. If you look close enough, I put 65% somewhere. Did I not put 65% underneath the title? Hold on a second, for real. I'm pretty positive I did. Yeah, it's a 65. Y'all got me concerned now. Honestly, I've been a little tired, a little sleepy. Oh, yeah, it's a 65. Honestly, it's really nice. I think you guys are gonna like it. Stream title says it's a 75. Oh, I'm not talking about today's board. So wait, we're all getting too confused here. The board we're doing today is 75. The board that Lego was asking about is going to be a 65. So nice. Got a little too confused. Ryuji, thank you so much for the Prime. I really appreciate that, man. I hope things have been super well for you. Thank you, my guy. All right, let's put these back on. And then we'll put our board together. Still might be easier to do it this other way here. So let's do it the other way. Oops. I fell asleep on the couch after work. Dude, honestly, I feel that, bro. I've been doing that so much now where I'm just like so tired that I go to sit down anywhere and I'm just like passing out because I'm just exhausted. I get you, bro. I get you. How you feeling though now, man? You feel well rested? It's all we can hope for. Actually, hold on, I need to check one thing here, guys. Okay. There's like a wrong way and right way to do this. Just want to make sure I did it all right. Everything's right. Right. Perfect. I did one wrong. Feeling pretty good. I'm on call this week, so a lot of 2 a.m. wake-ups. Oh, dude. Yeah, I mean, I think at that point there, you already know the drill. You just gotta like take it easy, day by day type deal. But that cannot be easy. Is my stream frozen or are you reading something? I was reading something and probably not moving. I'm sorry. The couch is not the best place to sleep, but at least you aren't sitting in a jail cell because you committed tax evasion. Bro, I think Boba is trying to tell us he's committed tax evasion and he's not even subtle about it no more. Like, the man is just... He's just letting us know. Crazy, dude. All right, so let's put this back in the top frame here. Oops. Bit of a bummer that the top mount or the platelist didn't work, but it's okay. Boba Wildman? Yeah, a little bit. Is it one screw bad? I think there's like one bad screw. I'm gonna read one more thing. One sec, everybody. No, okay, that's right. Just triple checking something. Listen, if it's for an Alexotos anything, you do what you want to do. I am not excited for the Manta. Huh? I mean, Boba, you do you, okay? You know what? Boba, you do you. Stream froze again? I'm just reading. Okay, I am not loving the way these screws are being screwed in at this point here. Oh wow, this is very flexy. Hold on a second. Why is this particular one being weird? One sec, everybody. I think the plate is not... Oh, this didn't get latched on properly. One sec, everybody. No, unfortunately, it's like the one thing that they offer, and that's it. They offer nothing else. I missed the latch on this guy. Oh, it's because this plate is not sitting nicely over here. All right, I think that's better. Can you hydrate the PCB? It looks thirsty. Does it? Honestly, it's my bad. I didn't know it had to be hydrated. Am I excited for the new Fortnite season? Honestly, I haven't been playing enough to keep up with what's what. But I'll take your word of it if it looks cool. Okay, I think another small point of criticism is I don't like the way these are screwing in. They don't seem to have like a good stopping point for some of these screws. Like some of them infinitely screw, which might mean the threads on it are no good, but they still seem to lock into place. It's just, yeah, I don't know if I like that portion too. I'll mention that in my notes as a small note. Like this one stopped, but that was 1 out of 7. Okay. Cool. Time to put this back together now. I give my boards plenty of sunlight, guys. Alright, now we can do the final sound test here. The final sound test. Slap the keycaps back on and away we go type deal. Do you fertilize your boards? If they look a little bit, you know, unhealthy, yeah. Once in a blue moon. Don't you? Don't we all? With lube? That's good to hear. Alrighty. Fertilize them with Cheeto crumbs. Some people do indeed. Oh. Honestly, I try to take care of all my boards though. On a real note, I try to treat them with respect. I don't also baby them though. Like I'm not gonna, I don't know how you guys are. I don't sit there and I'm not like babying a board. Like if I happen to, I don't know, if something happens to scratch, like I'm not gonna lose sleep over it, but I don't know how you guys are with your stuff. Well, we haven't done the hexagonal foam yet, Ryu. Right now, we're just doing the plate. I have a few points of note that I'll have to message both Divinity and Kawasera about it. I think the confusion on the plates on the website are one of my biggest points that needs to be addressed like ASAP. Board still looks really good though. Really hoping this sounds good too. Still not, you know, maybe I'm not in love with this spacebar then. Maybe we do need to put some foam into this. We'll see. There's no internal weight in the design. I think the plateless variant, if they can get that actually working somehow, that was great. But let's not jump to conclusions. Maybe a different spacebar would benefit this. So let's not jump to conclusions yet. This is the U. I think my biggest wish here is I think they need to go with a polycarbonate plate. I think the plate material needs to change. I think that is my biggest want for this board as of right now. That would be the best thing that could happen to this. We will try the hexagonal plate foam as well. But man, it's fun though. I like the fact that this is new. Very fun. I wonder why FR4 seems to be the default recently for protos. Well, this is like the default for the whole board.
Alex, I am about to make some Indian flatbread to pair with a creamy cottage cheese dish. How many flatbreads should I make for you?
Dude, can you make me like 6 right now? Flatbread sounds so good right now. Bread in general sounds good. Keebs92, thank you so much for the prime. I really appreciate you using that here, man. Thank you, thank you. That means a lot. Flatbread sounds so good right now. This is not Crimson Cadet, Mars Cadet. Oh my god, I really want flatbread. Burn, thank you so much for 2 tier 1s, man. Oh my goodness, thank you so much. I hope everyone's been enjoying this stream. I know it's a bit longer today, just because we're trying a bunch of things with this board, but I hope everyone's been having fun. Yeah, the bottom of the board has my fingerprints though, but it's pretty looking. They definitely did a really good job on the bottom of this board. Like, the whole board looks good. I think the FR... I have a weird feeling the FR4 plate is what's really going to be hindering this to a certain extent. Let's put the keycaps on and then we'll open it up really quickly and stick that hexagonal foam inside. Because maybe that's going to be a necessity to put in the board. Maybe that's like the secret sauce. I gotta say though, the board's pretty comfortable for what it is too. It's a bit firmer. I would say this reminds me of a very stiff gasket mount so far. Yeah, I'm gonna plug it into after this. I blame you for the accused tax evasion. God damn. I'm getting blamed for that? It actually is not too bad. Once you start putting the keycaps on it, it does sound a bit flat, but maybe we do have to swap. But as we put more stuff on here, it's kind of shaping up. The alpha sounds great. Although, I really think if this was polycarb plate or just a palm plate of some sort, this could have sounded much more bright and lively. FR4 in certain configurations sounds kind of dull. I'm surprised. I'm very surprised. No offerings for other plates. A PP plate could have sounded nice too. Yeah, I think his FR4 was... It's one of those things. It was something's new at the time and you kind of find a little bit of magic with it. But then again, I do feel like FR4 can be really good. It just depends on the mounting style. Not every mounting style is going to sound really good with FR4. This is number 4. All right. A half plate with this would be super cool too. Okay, the Obscuras sound pretty good as the Alphas. Okay, this spacebar is sort of shaped up. I don't mind the spacebar now. This one here is not... Did I not put this on right? 1 second. I don't know if that's sitting weird or not. Let's try with a different spacebar. I don't think this needs the foam at all. But let's try with a different spacebar here. I'm thinking maybe we try with a cherry switch, just for the sake of trying with what we know. Okay, this sounds pretty good actually. It's comfortable. It's not super soft. I thought this would be like miles softer, but it's not. It's actually quite... Oh, that sounds much nicer. That's much more pleasant. Yeah, this is a Nixie. Okay, this sounds nice. It still has a little bit of that FR4 kind of like sound signature to it, which is, you know, let's try putting the foam inside. Let's actually turn on the keyboard first because I did want to see it, you know, fully on. I'm going to be honest, guys. Oh, there it is. Oh, I am clicking a bunch of buttons. Hold on. This is going to get... I hope it doesn't like do anything weird here. There is some RGB on the bottom. I don't know how much of that you'll be able to see on your desk. I feel like this is kind of pointless RGB at this point here.
That's a deep boy.
I don't really think this is going to be... Yeah, I don't get the point of the RGB. I think this is... That's stupid. I agree, Manic. That this is a... I feel like that might have been like an extra $5 they added to the keyboard there, and I feel like that was pointless. Yeah, I would also reduce the board by like $5 that probably cost to put that in and implement. Like, it's cool in practice if you flip over the board, but how often are you fucking doing that? I think that's a miss. That might be the first miss, like true miss, for this board. I think there's some minor misses. Like, that's the biggest miss. Is just, I think that's a waste of like RGB implementation. I think it definitely needs some other plate options for sure. It'd be really cool to get this as a dedicated plateless model, but you know what? For what it's worth, this sounds pretty good as is. Let's try the foam now. RGB is 100% a miss though. That is ridiculous. Cool board though. For how much was this? 250 we said? Let me check my chart here. 249. How are you guys feeling for 249? Is this a miss? Or is this actually something pretty decent? For 250, I feel like this is a pretty premium board. I'm overall pretty happy with it. The mounting is kind of fun. It feels sort of in between soft and stiff. I wouldn't say it's like extremely bouncy, you know? But for 250, if you wanted something a bit different for a 75 with a pretty unique side profile, yeah, I'll give it to it. Does it sound better than the Eau75? So now I guess this is the second part of why people want to watch this today is how does this compete with the other crazy 75s that we've seen in the last little bit here? I think this is doing its own thing, man. I think this is 100% doing its own thing. The aesthetics of this are really fun. I really like the mounting implementation. I think it feels a bit different than the other boards that you're going to pick up in terms of mounting. You know, I gotta say this too. This versus the TKD, I'd probably pick this. Versus the Neo, I'm still maybe picking the Neo just because I feel like it is a more simplistic board. And I think that's just the better recommendation for me. But, dude, this versus the TKD, I'm picking this. I'm 100% picking this right now. I like TKD boards. I need to say this. I like TKD boards, okay? I think they're always good. I don't think TKD boards are revolutionary. And I think it's just unfair if I were to say that, yes, I really think TKD boards are like the best thing since sliced bread. I don't think they're revolutionary boards. I think they're simple. They do what they're meant to do, and they do it well. But I think they're just okay. I think they get a lot of hype, which is fine. If you like the board, you do you. But they're just not something like I overall vibe with personally. And I know people appreciate my honesty there. But I don't know. I just, even like the Cycle 8, I think was a smidge of a miss. I think the Cycle 8 could have been better in a lot of ways, but it just wasn't. Is this not going to work with this? How does this even... Well, I'm not liking the way this comes on here. This feels really awkward to implement this here, by the way, guys. I don't love this. I really don't like the way this fits. Should I just not put this on then at all? Okay, let's just do it like this. Hold on. I think we might have to just screw it in. There we go. Yeah, it's I wouldn't say this foam thing. I feel like this foam thing is a bit of a weird thing to implement here. I would have cut it a bit more, but let's see. Oh, wrong screw hole. Let's see how this slots in. Okay, well, I did that wrong. Basic builds. How are you doing? How are things? How is life? It's so nice, right? Basic, I hope things have been excellent for you. Nice seeing your face here. Yeah, this piece could be causing some awkward compression with this, which is never a good thing, by the way, guys. But I guess we shall see. Seems like it went in fine that time. Ooh, that's already very different sounding. Interesting. Unless that piece is being compressed by the back of the PCB, it's also gonna... Oh yes, it could also cause some case warp, but I think we're fine here. I think this is actually fine now. Been taking up reading and writing more. Life has been good. I'm happy to hear that. Have you been dabbling in the hobby at all, or... Have you been? I've been pretty decent. I think this week's been a bit stressful, basic, but otherwise very good. Okay, let's see this. You know what? Hold on. So nice.
7 months last time I watched, now 8 months. 2 streams apart. Good to see you, handsome man. You're my go-to content creator for most keyboard stuff because your preferences absolutely align with mine.
Thank you, Krydar. I think that's really important when you can find someone your preferences align with. Okay, so here is... Oh, this is so stiff now, though. If this was a little bit stiffer when we installed the plate, like plateless, this was really comfy. When we installed the plate, I think it was the perfect balance. Now it's extremely stiff. Like there's absolutely... Holy shit, what did I just do here? There is absolutely no movement. However, the sound profile on this is... It's actually kind of nice. I might even say that I prefer this. Okay, I need to do something about this enter. It's kind of sitting weird. So this is with the plate burn and with the foam. Ooh. This does not... I'm going to unplug it for now. This does not sound foamy at all. The up keys kind of sound dead. I like the way this sounds. I really, really do. I think the foam at the bottom, or that grid foam, whatever material realistically that is, I think that sounds good. I would actually like to know more about this material of foam that they put in here. I don't think... What are they calling it? They're calling it... Actually, it's not even listed here as it comes with it. Hexafiber case foam. No idea what that is. Some sort of fiber. I think the FR4 plate's a miss. So here's my final closing thoughts with this. I like this for 250 bucks. Okay, we'll start from scratch. I like this for 250 bucks. I like this more than the TKD, if I'm being honest. I think this has a bit more of a unique build. I do think if you don't include that hexafiber sheet at the bottom, this does have a really unique, well, not unique, it just has a medium firmness typing style. You can even switch up those mounting styles to be the arch version, which we don't have that in right now. That'll feel a little bit different too. The hexafiber foam is interesting, or fiber sheet, or whatever you want to call it. It's interesting. It does completely kill any sort of softness this had. It does sound really good. It's pretty unique, I have to admit. I like the way that sounds. It's a good, solid sounding keyboard. 20 mil front height's a little high, but it's not out of the realm of unusable. I don't mind that at all. Very awesome visually. I think this is one of the prettier boards out there right now in terms of 75s available. it's kind of nice. It has a nice side profile with a really cool weight system that you can customize. Where I think this misses is I feel like this RGB at the bottom, which I showed you guys earlier, this is a waste of money. I don't know if anyone would even appreciate this. I would have liked to see that just not included in the case, and perhaps the case getting lowered by $5 or $10, because $5 or $10 goes a long way. So I think that's a silly implementation. And I don't care for that much. All the kills you get with the RGB. Yeah, I mean, I guess you could get better gamer skills there. Overall, the assembly process is fairly straightforward. I do think it maybe was straightforward because they have a video build guide, which I appreciate. I do think a written build guide with some visuals to make it simpler for people who aren't having to need to pause and play the YouTube video would make a lot more sense. Where I think this board really is a miss, though, is its plates. You barely get any. There is technically one plate. They do need to correct the wording and the verbiage on the plate for the websites. It needs to just say, what's it called? It needs to have the word stabilizer because there's a plate mounted and PCB mounted stab version plate there. I really feel like if they included a polycarbonate plate, this could have sounded really good. Like, it already sounds good. I feel like this could have been elevated just a smidge. I don't know if they're going to release the plate file. I hope they do. If so, that could really elevate this board. But yeah, I think the plate might be the only miss here. Again, with the FR4 plate, it's not that bad. I don't mind this at all. This is really nice. I think it's a pleasant sound signature. It doesn't sound like it's missing anything. But yeah, I really wish they added different plates here. Overall, pretty fun release from Kyocera here. I did not expect this, by the way. Like, when they reached out about last month, well, technically they reached out a few months ago, but I didn't know anything about the project. And when I saw some of the files that they were sending me, I was like, oh, this is interesting. Seeing the finished project now, it's fun. I think this is a nice project. But yeah, I think there's two misses being the RGB and the plate. Everything else is okay. I think this is a nice board. I still think I would probably pick this over the TKD. It's a few bucks more than the TKD, and you have to wait for it. Obviously, this is a group buy. But, I don't know. This is more exciting, and I feel like this is a better board than the TKD. It's my own opinion here. I don't know. I just feel like I like this better. Nice, though. Kyocera, good job. Oh, I need to put the feedback on. Maybe that affected the sound profile. Let's see. Yeah, I like the customization you can do with the board too. I think there's a lot of good customizations. And then if anyone was concerned too, as a final talking point too, they are going to be making this a 7U. They're all making this a 7U version as well, like with the PCB and plate materials here, so plate files rather. But if they're already going in to make this a 7U, please give us some more plates. Yeah, I really like the underneath. I like the side profile even from here. The side profile is cool. I think it's neat. Maybe? I feel like I will be, but I'm not too sure. Cool. Fun board. Again, if this was not FR4, I feel like any of that kind of weird plasticky resonance that you may have like a slight undertone of would all disappear. This as PC would be awesome. Dude, we've been getting so many 75s lately. It's crazy. Crazy. Well, this was pleasant. I really liked today's stream. What do you guys think? Did you guys have some fun? Did we like today's stream at all? I think YouTube has been dropping in and out today. Tier list. I think today we may retire a bit early. Was interesting for sure. Yeah. Still think the Neo's on top. I still think the Neo has the better 75% board. If I'm, again, we keeping it a buck. The Neo, I think, is definitely a more solid overall release. But I think this, for me, this kind of takes the cake over the TKD just by a bit. And I think it's mainly because minus the hex fiber thing, I like the sound profile of this a lot more. The TKD was okay. And I think where the TKD really kills it for me is the hot swap PCB still. Again, I can't stress this enough. Hot swap PCBs are more popular. So why not make it better layouts? I don't know. Neo comes on top. Neo keeps coming out on top. Really interesting. Yeah, I think it definitely is. I mean, it speaks volumes, really. I thought the RGB made every gamer a pro as soon as it turned on. You have to see it, and then you become a pro. Alright though, guys, that was pretty much the stream. If you guys are interested in this, Diviniki has it. Kawasera is also vendoring it too, I believe, for overseas. Until next time, everybody, let's go find someone to raid. Let's go see who is online for keyboards. I think I saw Patty on, so let's go raid Patty. All right, everybody. Have a good one. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for all the support and love. I will see you guys on Sunday. Sunday, we are going to be doing a Kohaku. Kohaku going to be nice. I like it. I like it. All right, guys. Enjoy. Take care. See you guys soon. And love you all. Bye, everybody.